y'all, it's Iona, and if you could tell by the title, this is unpopular opinions. So I got 10 unpopular opinions that I will be sharing and giving my feedback on. So let's get into the video. Okay, so my first unpopular opinion is seeking sympathy online is an issue. So basically, I feel like, you know how like when somebody go through something in their life and they run to social media as like their best friend or their venting session, like I feel like you shouldn't tell like the world your business or what you got going on because you don't know if they're gonna use it to throw it back in your face or whatnot. So me personally, I agree with that when seeking sympathy online is the issue. That really is the issue because I feel like people nowadays, they put their life too much on social media. My second one is phone calls and text messages are the worst way of communication. So I could agree and disagree with this one. So the reason I agree is because like in text messages, a lot of people can't really tell your tone dealing like with a certain situation. Some people might think you have an attitude, or some people might think you're being dry to the certain situation because text, you don't know how a person is feeling. Like you're just reading what they're saying. Like I feel like in person talks are way better than like a phone call or a text message because you could really feel the person's energy or what they feeling about the certain situation y'all talking about. Like a text message, like I could disagree. A lot of people use text messages because they have problems with like communicating. So like if you have problems with communicating, I feel like that would be the best way for you to communicate if you're not a big communicator anyways. But if you're big on communication, like talking in person is more better than texting or talking on the phone. So my third one is there's nothing wrong with living off someone else if you do not work.
On motorsport.
Cap.
Sorry, that made my head itch a little bit, but I totally disagree with this. It said there's nothing, I'm gonna repeat it for y'all so y'all could hear it clearly. It said there is nothing wrong with living off someone else if you do not work. I totally disagree with that. So if you're living off somebody else and you don't work, like you're not helping with bills, you're not helping with putting food in there, you're not helping clean up, you're not helping with nothing, you're just a leech and you need to go. You're just a leech, you need to go. I totally disagree with that. Like I couldn't, no. I disagree. Like if you don't have your own place and you're living with somebody, you could at least put in doing something. Like you not just gonna be laying around here and I'm going to work and you're just like, no. That's just leeching. Like you're leeching off somebody else. Like I just disagree with that all around. Like I just disagree with that. Soul food has been killing black people for centuries.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits. You name.
So I don't think like our people see that like fried chicken and all that other stuff is not really good for us because like one, we be putting so much seasoning in our food. We put so much salt, pepper, like we put a whole bunch of seasoning in our food. That's not good. Fried food isn't good, and most of our people eat fried food. And I feel like grilled chicken is way better than fried chicken. Of course, everybody know that. But I feel like soul food in general I feel like that's why our people always have high blood pressure or some type of disease, like where you need to start eating healthy to make that like there's diseases out here that black people be catching, and it's because of the way they eat. Like most doctors be like, oh, you need to you just need to change your diet. So I just feel like soul food is really like, I know it's good, y'all. Like I know soul food is good, but it's really not good for us. Like It's not good for our healthy lifestyle. Like, it's not good at all. So my next one is, I'll argue about this all the time. I actually came up with this one. So it said HBCUs and PWIs are overrated.
And
Wait a second. Let me hold on. Wait a second. One, I'm gonna start off with HBCUs. I feel like HBCUs are scams. Like, I've seen a couple people talk about it, but I really think HBCUs are scams and PWIs. So I think a HBCU is a scam is because I really feel like a lot of people go to HBCUs because of the partying and, you know, just the power to the people. Like, I really feel like they're not going there to learn. Like, a lot of people just really go to HBCUs for parties and to make new friends and all that type of stuff. But graduating from HBCU is not, like, the percentage is very low. Like, a lot of people just go for the fun, then they drop out after they get their Pell Grant. Like, it's just, it's overrated. It's overrated. Like, that's my personal opinion. The title is unpopular opinions, but it's my opinion. So I just feel like HBCUs are overrated. Like, it's just there unless people are taking their education serious and they actually graduate. But I'm talking about the people that don't. They just go in there for partying and they drop out and they don't, like, it's just, they just go in there. Now you're in debt. You just went to college and now you're in debt because you want to go party. Like, that's what I'm talking about. And PWIs, that's really for rich people. Like, if you go to PWI, you're rich because you're gonna be in debt for a couple $100,000. If you go to PWI, like, that is overrated. Now that I gave my reasons of why I think HBCUs and PWIs are overrated, me personally, I go to a community college. I feel like a community college give mainly like the same thing as PWIs and HBCUs. Y'all just are underrating it because it has community college in it. Like, just because it's not just a big university doesn't mean they don't give you the same stuff that a big university would. So that's just my opinion on colleges. So, and one semester at a community college, you're not gonna be $100 million in debt. Like, it's, you could pay for your semester if you wanted to at a community college. At a HBCU or PWI, one semester is 50,000, 20,000. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, no, that's what they just overrated their scams, and I would never go. My next one is maintaining relationships with family members that cause trauma is not necessary. So I can't agree and disagree with this one. So I would disagree with it because you could go through like certain trauma like with family members or whatever, but as you get older, if that family member would like to have a relationship with you or work it out or talk to you about it and like have a grown person conversation, then I would disagree with that. I could agree with this as far as a toxic family member and they are just on some nonchalant stuff. Like, I don't care. I'm this, that, the other to you. Like, you're a kid. Respect your elders. This, that, the, no. No. Because if you put me through trauma at this little age and I still feel some type of way about it at my big age, no. No. You're not, no. That's what you're not finna do. That's what I'm not finna do. And we're all not finna do it. How about that? Yeah. So, yeah. I could agree and disagree with that. Maintaining relationships with family members that cause trauma is not necessary. If you want to be grown about it, we could be grown about it. But if you don't, then just leave me alone. You're not finna be in my life. And that's just that. So, the next one is you don't need designer everything to look successful. Okay, so the reason I put that down is because a lot of people feel like when you made it or you stacked up or you just got it like that, you just need designer to look like you're that girl, and you don't have to do all of that. You don't have to do too much to be that girl, because if you're that girl, you're always going to be that girl. Anyways, but yeah, like I feel like you don't need to do all of that. Like, if you know how to put, if you know how to put that, you know what on, like if you know how to put it on, like then you don't need all that. Like, if you know how to dress, you don't really need, a Louis Vuitton sweatshirt or something like some extravagant. Like, you don't need all that unless you trying to step out for your birthday. Like, but wearing it every single day, just trying to look. I don't even know what the. I don't even. If you trying to just go out every day and look like, yeah, bow down, yeah, no, don't do that, because you are human just like everybody else. You bleed like everybody else. You look out your eyeballs like everybody else. You like, no, you're human just like me. So don't think you're above me because you got on designer, and I just got on my little shin jeans. Like, don't do that.
Well, maybe it's just because you're ugly.
Ugly.
My next one is we wait we who ooh, I ooh. Okay, hold up. We make way too many excuses when it comes to having a healthy lifestyle. So I feel like us, like everybody, this is in general, everybody, like, say for instance, like, oh, I'm gonna start a diet tomorrow, but tomorrow morning you go buy a cheeseburger for lunch.
Oh.
I thought you was on a diet, love. See, I feel like everybody in general, like they be trying to be on a good healthy diet. Like, I feel like a lot of fast food places be distracting you, because I noticed, like, when I was trying to like eat healthy, it was fast food like on every single corner, every single stop. I feel like a lot of like Americanized stuff. Like, it's just fast food everywhere. I feel like they don't have a lot of healthy grocery stores or a lot of healthy eatery places. It's just fried, burnt, grilled, laid to the side. Like, it's not healthy. Like, a lot of places in America are not healthy. Like, they just have it on every single corner. Like, they don't have a lot of healthy stuff, and I just feel like that. Like, then we make excuses for, like, it's a chicken spot right down the street, why I'm gonna just go there because it's closer. Like, no, girl, you said you was on a diet, so follow your diet. So I feel like we be making a lot of excuses about like living a healthy lifestyle or starting a diet, especially like if you have health issues and you know you're supposed to be eating good. You be like, ooh, let me have a little, no, follow your diet and do what you're supposed to do. So my next one is the homophobia needs to stop. So there are a lot of people that like have problem with the LGBTQ community, and I feel like there shouldn't be a problem like with them. Like, they don't do anything to you. They're all human. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Like, you cannot stop them from that. I feel like you shouldn't hate them because that's how they feel, or how they want to do, or what they want to do with their life. I don't think that bisexual or gays or lesbian, I feel like they should not be judged because they're human. They came out of their moms, like everybody, like, we're the same. Like, it's just they didn't want that what you want. Like, you can't be homophobic to somebody, you can't be rude to somebody that's gay or anything, but you wouldn't want them to be rude to you or your child, so why are you being rude to them? Like, I just feel like that's a problem, like, with this generation today. Like, you wouldn't want them to be rude to you, so why are you being rude to them? Because, like, what if they catch you out in traffic or something and you just like, you not on your stuff? Like, they just catch you out and bob, then that's your fault because you was being rude. Like, don't do that. Like, I support y'all, so I feel like y'all shouldn't have a problem. Like, not just because I support them, but I just feel like everybody should accept everybody because we're all human at the end of the day. So my last one is, just because you have a degree does not make you any more desirable. So I can't agree and disagree with this one. So I agree with this because there are millionaires out here that didn't even graduate high school. Like, think about really think about it. Like, it's real life people out here that started a business, became millionaire off their business, and their business is still going good, or they did something else with their life and they're doing well, and they don't have no college degree or a high school diploma. Like, just think about that. But then I'll disagree because it is certain people that want to work in certain career paths that want to go to college, and getting a job, that degree look good, baby. So that's why I could agree and disagree with that one. So that was the end of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next banger.